Welcome to Digging Deeper Moments, a ministry of Eagles Nest Church. We hope a few minutes from our studies will lead to a better Bible study for you. We're in a new series on Sunday mornings with Pastor Jay Flack and Pastor Bob Weed. The topic? Joy, and how it is different from the happiness the world is selling us. Okay, a quick reminder. Happiness is based on what is happening to me and how I measure how it makes me feel. Joy is different. Joy is when I can rest my mind in my justification through Jesus, so I can then recognize and appreciate the value of anyone or anything before God, no matter my circumstances. And I'm sure we all have our favorite Bible verses with joy or rejoice in them, but sometimes we can take these verses and turn them into bumper stickers that turn into Band-Aids that can't always cover the deeper issues we have to deal with. What we hope to do here over the next few weeks is to highlight a verse about joy, but then take a look at the larger passage it's found in to better understand its context, which will hopefully give this use of joy a fuller, richer meaning. And we begin in Psalm 5, mainly Psalm 5, verse 11. Now, full disclosure, I didn't plan on starting here in Psalm 5, but I was struggling about a month ago more than usual to find my joy. And it was because of all that I was seeing going on around me, in the world around me. And so God purposely woke me up at 6 a.m. the next morning, clearly so I could have a quiet house and a sunrise with Him. And I chose to open my current devotional series, which is praying and meditating through the Psalms. And it was Psalm 5, a song of lament by King David. Lament psalms are prayers of sorrow or suffering or frustration about sorrow or suffering. And by that definition, about half to two-thirds of the book of Psalms are partially or fully psalms of lament. And I know what you're thinking. Good job, Douglas. You already messed this up. This is supposed to be about passages of joy. And I know I'm a Gen Xer and I do like a good song about grief, but let's dig a little deeper. First, we know God is okay with these types of prayers because, well, A, He allowed so many of them to dominate the songbook of His Word and be passed on to us. And B, all of this pain, anguish, and grief, well, they're still prayers aimed directly at Him, which is exactly what He wants because we are made for a relationship with Him. And a great relationship means we are as blunt and as honest and as exposed and flawed as we can be, but we share that anyway. And then the other person, well, they're still there for us anyway. Secondly, in all of these Psalms of lament, except for maybe two, there is a distinct path the prayer takes us down to where we need to be, to where He wants us to end up. And I was able to experience the same thing that morning through Psalm 5. But for the sake of time, I'm going to need to go ahead and read and comment as I read. Let's see how it takes us from lament to joy. Give ear to my words, O Lord. Consider my groaning. See, I, sinful, discontent man, am calling out from my current state of sorrow, frustration, anxiety. Give attention to the sound of my cry, my King and my God, for to you do I pray. But I am calling out, and I am directing it to Him. It's prayer. O Lord, in the morning you hear my voice. In the morning I prepare a sacrifice for you, or I direct my prayer to you. And watch, for you are not a God who delights in wickedness. Evil may not dwell with you. The boastful shall not stand before your eyes, and you hate all evildoers. You destroy those who speak lies. The Lord abhors the bloodthirsty and deceitful man. Here I'm reminding myself, King David is, and I'm reminding myself of who you've said you are and who you've proven you are. But I, through the abundance of your steadfast love, will enter your house. I will bow down toward your holy temple in the fear of you. Is David referring to God's mercy or grace through the abundance of your steadfast love? Well, according to what he's referencing Exodus 34:6. And according to Exodus 34:6, it's both. It's both grace and mercy in that passage, as you can see here. Grace and mercy are actually the two sides of the same coin God uses to pay out his steadfast love to us. So therefore, I will bow down toward your holy temple in the fear. It's the fear of the Lord. The fear of the Lord is not just some mere fright. It is awe or reverence of the Lord. It causes awe or reverence when I realize your overflow of mercy and grace that allows me to be in your house in the first place. Lead me, O Lord, in your righteousness because of my enemies. Make your way straight before me. For there is no truth in their mouth. Their inmost self is destruction. Their throat is an open grave. They flatter with their tongue. Make them bear their guilt, O God. Let them fall by their own counsels. Because of the abundance of their transgressions, cast them out, for they have rebelled against you. Whoa, David. Hello. Okay. You're praying for the destruction of your enemies, but here he is basing it on their evil intent. Verse 11, but let all who take refuge in you rejoice. Let them ever sing for joy, and spread your protection over them, that those who love your name may exalt in you. For you bless the righteous, O Lord. You cover him with favor as with a shield. Let all who seek refuge or flee for protection. The word here in Hebrew is chasal. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm close. Can't get it in the throat right, but you know it's here on the screen. Let those that flee or seek refuge or flee for protection like that rejoice, and let them sing about it in joy because they found it. Like running to the cities of refuge that they had at that time. They were set up throughout Israel for those who have killed or greatly wronged others without the intent of trying to break God's commandments or the law, without trying to be unrighteous, without the intent in their hearts. They needed the guarantee of strong walls and proper justice for them against the selfishness of those coming after them for revenge or who were living by their feelings, by their emotions. And that is where I will find joy. See, I can rest my mind so I can then recognize and appreciate God, his promises, my place before him, my value to him, no matter my perceived circumstances now. And now, from this place of refuge and peace, I can look out in all directions. See, these cities of refuge also had something that is referred to later in Nehemiah 8 in reference to joy. Joy is as a stronghold, like a tower that could look as a lookout tower to see everybody approaching the city from the horizon. And from there, I can see a bigger picture. I can see from what God has done in the past all the way to what God says he will do in the future. And when I recognize, I appreciate beyond the feelings that I started with. Okay, so if I connect my ability to pour out to my Creator at the beginning of this lament with his then mercy and grace to receive it, and then to give strength and comfort and courage, then I will be filled with gratitude. How can I not be? And that can only end up as joy. And that joy will refocus and bring the perspective then I can use to have purpose and to move forward in hope. Hope that I didn't have when I began reading the Song of Lament that morning, but I did have when I was done. And the path that I walked brought a deeper, better understanding of joy. If this lesson helped you, please share it with a friend. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, or like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Or check out our podcast, Sunday Morning Live. Until next week, God bless.